I'd just like to first of all welcome you here to Signal Arts Centre, and thanks so many of you for coming along tonight. I mean, who'd have thought Deirdre would turn out to be popular? So welcome first to Signal, and also just to say welcome to this, that and the other. A fantastic exhibition of work by the dynamic Deirdre Walsh. Deirdre Maher Ridgway.
Oh, good. Well,
No, don't worry. I have to say, my relationship with Deirdre began in 2006. Yes, Bill.
yeah, Bill's here somewhere.
Look, it's a platonic relationship, an artistic platonic relationship that began almost 20 years ago when we both studied community arts up in the Mermaid Arts Centre, doing a course which was actually set up by Eleanor Phillips, who is the current creative director of Signal Arts Centre. So Signal really brought us together.
It did.
And over the years then we worked together on a few different projects, but doing that study we met quite a few it was an interesting group of characters, because it was a one-off course that was set up which we studied community arts, and we didn't have the space here, and it was only just set up, so we used the Mermaid, and we had lectures in there, and we were really an eclectic mix of artists from lots of different arts practices, and so we really kind of helped each other, I suppose, because we didn't have an actual base, college that we were based in. We had the Mermaid that we had space rented for a while, and it was
the beginning of community art
Absolutely.
development.
And there were some interesting people there, like Jesse Jones was there,
Yeah.
Mark Meakin as well.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a fantastic group of artists, and really supportive group, and Deirdre was incredibly supportive. As you know, she's an incredibly supportive individual. She's a fantastically passionate person, and an incredibly helpful, a kind and thoughtful friend, really, to have. I can say that genuinely.
Thank you so much.
But over the years, our paths crossed many times. Deirdre introduced me to the travelling community, and I now work in one of the travellers' schools here in Braid, up on the Old Connacht Road. But it was with Deirdre. I remember her inviting me up to join a group that she was working with, and it was just a fantastic experience. You know, a really fantastic experience. Yeah, and she's. I suppose she's worked very much in the community in different ways since. But anyone who knows Deirdre knows she has a fantastic energy, and to go with that, she has a fantastic amount of that energy. So she is a fantastic support system for a lot of the artists in here, myself included, and for the place itself, for Signal itself. I think her body of work is, again, it's no more than I'd expect from Deirdre. It's a fantastic amount of work.
Thanks, Brian.
For me, as a Dublin man, I love the fact that it gives me a fantastic trip down memory lane to look at some of Dublin and to see how, in many ways, archaic Dublin looks. And it was not 100 years ago.
I would say archaic. I would say like innocent. It was before the burgeoning society.
You're just very kind. A kind and wonderful friend. But there's a sense of gritty. I mean, I like it, and I love the fact that you have caught that.
I was very lucky.
But it has changed, It still has many steps to go, but it's getting there as a kind of a buzzing capital. But it's fantastic to see the likes of the Dice Man, which again is is an iconic kind of character from the city centres. And again, you know, with that change and with that new kind of city, unfortunately, I suppose what happens is you lose characters like that as well.
You do.
I don't necessarily know if people like that will be replaced, but you know, I mean, the memory is there for some of us. And maybe there's a lot of people here who don't know who I'm talking about when I say the Dice Man, but he was a fantastic guy who walked down Grafton Street, and there's a fantastic photograph there to kind of commemorate him. And he also has a little plaque up in Temple Bar. Yeah, exactly. So he is remembered as an iconic character of Dublin.
Everybody kind of knows him.
Absolutely. But also, I have to say, I have to comment, because one of my favourite pictures in this is a picture I can't really relate to because I wasn't there, but I know Deirdre went to Riga with one of our fantastic artists here, Santa, to Latvia. And the fantastic scale of this photograph, I think, how you get that kind of immense sense of the crowd is you know, again, it's really fair play to you, because and I love the energy of the girl who is throwing herself into the arms of the dancers, of the guys who are nervously looking to catch this, because the gay abandon she is throwing herself at is fantastic.
It was just so incredible.
You really catch that brilliantly. So again, I suppose in many ways the work speaks for itself. I just really wanted to speak about Deirdre and how wonderful we think she is. And I think she is for sure, and I hope she realises that.
Thank you
but
so
also,
much.
I know Deirdre would like to say a few words. But before Deirdre does, I would like, if we could, anyone who has a glass, to raise a glass and say, here's to the lady herself. To some great success. And again, I suppose the one thing I should say is this is a fantastic opportunity to catch some of Dublin, some of the fantastic prints, because I'd love to be able to talk about the prints and the processing and all that Deirdre does, because she is so passionate about the photography. And I know what she produces and the details she'll go into in producing her prints and the quality she gets. And it's not something that I'm terribly capable of talking about, but I know she puts so much into these, and I think they're very nicely priced, and it's a very good opportunity for anyone here to decorate their home with something really beautiful. And here's to the lady. Cheers.
I mean, like, as everybody knows, like, I'm not a woman who has difficulty speaking, and I don't have to go near the Blarney Stone. But I just want to thank Signal for the care and attention that they pay to hanging up all this stuff. Like, Donal, hats off, you're the man. And besides all that, just looking in this room of extraordinary people that I'm surrounded by, I just want to say thank you all so much. Like, I love my family. You supported me, and you supported everything about me, and it means so much. And all my wonderful friends that are here, I just want to say thank you so much for being here. It's just, enjoy the night. Thank you.